It's time for high school football, presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network. The best college football is heard right here all season long. Whether you're in a car, at home, or on the go, the action is live on Q92 and streaming on the Q92 Facebook page, X, and our YouTube channel. Now, let's take you live to the stadium and our broadcast team for tonight's kickoff on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Here they go! Touchdown!
That includes showing courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, officials, coaches, administrators, and authority figures, and of course, your team and Let's make this contest great by remembering to be proud.
See you. Great job. Thank you very much. It's a blast. It's an absolute blast. I'll be able to listen to this too. I'm ready.
Your Tigers won the coin toss and have elected to receive
Good evening and welcome to high school football on the Q92 Radio Sports Network. We are brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group, and we are here for opening night from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium in Massillon as the Massillon Tigers host the Tarbletters of Cleveland Glenville. My name is Clint Scroggs. Mike Kelley will be along in just a moment, and we will also have a great game for you here tonight. Don't know what we'll be able to do element-wise because we're going by the seat of our pants right now, to tell you the truth. But hopefully, as the evening goes on, we'll be able to get a little bit more done. But as it is right now, we have a beautiful night for football. We have two teams that are very good, very tradition-laden, and two teams that should be able to put on a pretty good show here tonight. I'll bring in Mike right now, and so you joined the broadcast. This is a nice one to start with. I mean, there may not be a better game in Ohio this week.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, right? You come out of camp, you get into late August. You spend a lot of time, both these teams, as you stated, great programs, top to bottom. And it's exciting, right? It's exciting to get to this point, and we'll see. We should have a great game tonight.
All right, we have a beautiful night for football. We have a couple of clouds in the sky right now. The lights are on here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. And we have a temperature right around 75 degrees. We'll be in the 70s all evening. No chance of rain and very little breeze. A fast track, a whole bunch of fast players. And Mike, we could talk probably for the next 2.5 hours just about the tradition and the great players and all the success that these two programs have had, but just spell some of that out. I mean, the numbers are kind of mind-boggling, especially in the case of Glenville.
Yeah, I mean, on the Glenville side, you have Ted Ginn Jr., who's entering his 30th season with an 80% winning percentage. He won 3 state titles in the last 4 years. They have 12 Division I commits. That's not recruits, that's commits. So pretty impressive, And
this is a program that, actually a school that's going through some changes. Glenville has merged with Collinwood High School in Cleveland. They've been a Division IV powerhouse for several years now. They're either going to go to D3 or D2, depending on how the numbers get crunched in the next couple of weeks. We'll find out probably in the first week of September. Interesting that a team doesn't know what division they're in when the season starts. But suffice it to say, Glenville can compete on any level here, taking on a very good Division II team in Massillon. If they jump to D2, who knows? This might be the first of two between these teams this year. Possible playoff meeting, I would think, down the road, but we'll get there when we get there. Right now we have a Massillon team that's coming off a state regional final defeat last year to Big Walnut. They were a juggernaut in the second half of the season last year, lost 3 games in the regular season, but all the very good competition, including Cleveland Glenville. They just reload on their end.
Yeah, it's a group that gets better and better every year with an infusion of talent, right? There's some great additions to this team that have come in. The running back room is terrifying. I don't think it's unreasonable to say you're going to have 2 backs to go for 1,000 yards this season. A lot to like about this Massillon team. And as you said, maybe the first of 2 meetings this season.
All right, let's take a timeout. Our pregame show is just underway here from Massillon as the Tigers get set to take on Cleveland Glenville. Our pregame is brought to you by RG Drag, where you can learn, earn, and succeed with RG Drag. We'll take a timeout here on the Q92 Radio Sports Network. Back here on Q92, Q92radiosports.com. Clint Scroggs and Mike Kelley with you as we get set for the Massillon Tigers and the Cleveland Glenville Tarblooders in a matchup of two teams with great traditions and two teams that are expecting great things this season. The Tiger Swing Band is on the field, and we will be hearing from them. We'll also have our national anthem soon, and as always, you get chills when the teams take the field, especially on a night like this. We'll probably be at about 80% capacity here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. A lot of new construction in the area. The new elementary school off beyond the stands across the way. The bleachers to the west, actually to the north bleachers, they're gone. The scoreboard is gone, and a brand new scoreboard is behind the south bleachers to our left. And let's send it down to the field for the alma mater. Tiger Swing Band with the alma mater. Our pregame show tonight brought to you by R.G. Dreg. Learn, earn, and succeed with R.G. Dreg. High school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group here on Q92. And the tunnel formed down to our left as the folks get ready for the Tigers to take the field. To our left, the Glenville Tarblooders will be down to our right. Massillon will be in the all-black tonight with the orange numbers, letters, and trim. The black helmets with the Obi on either side and the black face mask. A lot of people talked a lot about transfers coming into this season for the Massillon Tigers, and that's been a big part of their preseason. You mentioned the running back room. One of those people is Brayton Feaster. Brayton Feaster, who is one of the best linebackers in the country, is also probably one of the best running backs in Ohio, recently signed with Oregon. That's a guy we need to watch out for today.
Yeah, it's nice when your second option in the running back room averaged 9.1 yards a carry last season. And he's a complementary piece to Xavier Owens, right? So, I mean, both guys are explosive, can do a lot of good things. And as you mentioned, you have Feaster on the defensive side, and that's where he's really going to be a problem.
The Tigers with a new quarterback this year, at least to start. Rasmus Haynes, 6'4" junior, will be the quarterback this year. Manny Patterson threw for 1,415 yards and 19 touchdowns last season. But it looks to be Haynes to be making the start for the 2026 season. The Tigers, in their scrimmages, they played 2 scrimmages. They went to Cincinnati and played Moeller, and they played defending D1 state champion Avon, and they won both games handily by a combined score of 52-10. So that opened some eyes. People are already keeping their eyes on Massillon, but that opened some eyes as well.
Yeah, there's never a shortage of talent, no matter who they put under center or in the gun. It's certainly helpful when you have the receiver room that Massillon has. You have 3 guys who can take the top off, and defensively, that's a tough thing to handle as a defensive coordinator.
Braylon Gamble caught a long TD pass at Moeller. Gio Jackson as well caught a TD pass at Moeller. Those are players who they saw last year have a lot of success and are back again this year. All right, the Tarblooders headed onto the field now. Down to our right, they are walking onto the field, arm in arm. Massillon sprinted onto the field. And they will be dressed in white tonight. White jerseys, white pants, black numbers trimmed in red. Red and black striping on the shoulders and black helmets, black face mask, and the capital G in the shape of a football on either side of the helmet. Of course, Ted Ginn, Sr., the longtime coach and founding father of the Ginn Academy, which supplies a lot of players for this program, which has been so successful. going back to the 1990s. Of course, we remember Ted Ginn Jr. had a great career at Glenville, a great career at Ohio State, a great career in the National Football League, and a lot of other people that have made a name coming from Glenville. Oh, it's a T-shirt gun. I couldn't tell what that was. It's a T-shirt gun. Anyway. Trying to get everybody lined up. And we're not far away from the start here this evening. Along with the new scoreboard, we have a new PA announcer. And we have a person who comes on camera during dead times in the game. So you know that from NBA and whatnot. And that's what we'll see here tonight. Glenville's going to kick off. And Amir Lemons, wide receiver DB, who's on his way to Penn State. A lot of the guys on these two teams are headed to big places down the road. He will be the kickoff man. We'll have two back deep for the Tigers, and Deontay Malone and Christian Culler. Malone a receiver, Culler a running back, and we are just about to get going. As you can hear, the Tiger fans are ready for this one. Shadows covering nearly the entire field now as we get set for the okay to kick off. And the ball is in the air. A line drive to the far side of the field. It's Culler on the 5. Culler out to the 10. Culler to the 25, and he's upended on the 27-yard line and brought down there by London Hearn for the Tarbletters. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Owens is the running back. To the right of Haynes. Set up in the pistol. Tigers going left to right as we watch him at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. Here comes Malone in motion. Haynes is going to throw. Sets up, throws middle in traffic, and it is caught incomplete. No catch at the 34-yard line as the ball hit the ground. Pass intended for Gio Jackson. So from the 26, it will be 2nd and 10 for Massillon, just underway. It is a run. It's Owens out the left side, 30, 35, 40, far sideline and out of bounds. They'll spot him on the 43-yard line. That is a pickup of 17 yards and a Tiger first down. First down, Tiger. So the Tigers run left. Marcus Garner, their do-everything left tackle, leading the way there. Haynes with a fake pitch, throwing to the near side, caught by Malone in the near flat. He's to the 50 and dragged down from behind on the Tiger, on the Glenville 48. That'll be a pickup of about 9 yards on the play. Give them about 8.5 on the play. And the Tigers started inside their 30, now across the 50 to the Glenville 48. Just about a minute into this first period. Haynes back to throw. Rush right up the middle. Being chased. Throws it away on the far side of the field. Ball went out of bounds. Immediate pressure by Glenville's Ashton Anderson, a senior. He came right up the middle untouched. So a third down, about 1.5 yards for the Tigers. Well, they moved the ball back when they spotted it. It's now on the 49, so they need to go 2 yards to the 47. Landon Hose, the tight end to the left side for the Tigers. They have a receiver to each side, and they also have a tight end to the right, which is Deshaun Williams, another one of the transfers. Here's Owens up the middle, and they stop him. At the 48, he got 1 yard, but the middle of the Glenville defense did the job. And again, Ashton Anderson in on the stop, and the Tigers are going to line up to punt here, which is a little bit surprising. With a 4th down, they gave him nothing on that play, so it'll be 4th and 2. Glenville trying to get people on and off as the Tigers have the punt team on, and they snap it, and Glenville just got the man off in time. Or did they? There is a flag on the play. The ball was punted, but a flag came down. And let's see.
Yeah, that's the kind of mental mistake right there that kills you as a coach, right? You bring the team in the first drive, you hold them, they're going to punt, and then you give them a free first down. It's tough.
Yeah, I guess I didn't catch the call, but I guess it was a too many men penalty. Looked like the Glenville player had made it to the sideline, but it's watching him instead of when the ball was snapped. So here we go with a 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the Glenville 44. 10:15 to go in the first. No score. Haynes hands off to Owens, looking for room. Lowers his shoulder and takes it down to the 40. So he picked up 4 on the play. Hoover up on Buchtel, 8-0. On the Stardust scoreboard. Our first score in of the evening. Of course, we had a couple of games last night. Fairless beating Sandy Valley, and Jackson getting a win on the road last night. Games that were heard here on the Q92 Sports Network. Haynes back to throw. Going to throw deep down the middle. Caught at the 10-yard line. Deontay Malone makes the catch. Brought down on the play by Dantes Shepard, but the Tigers are in the red zone with the ball spotted right on the 9-yard line. They'll go right to the line of scrimmage. Tight ends each way. Malone wide out to the left. Jackson to the near side right. One in the backfield. Play action. Throw over the middle. It's deflected and incomplete. They were trying to go to the tight end, Williams, but somebody got a hand on the ball at the line of scrimmage. And so it'll be 2nd and goal for the Tigers on the 9-yard line. 9.5 minutes to go in the first period. And no score in this one. It's Feaster in at running back. Brayton Feaster now shifting to the left. And they'll hand him the ball up the middle. He goes to the 5 and to the 4-yard line. So Feaster stays in. Be 3rd and goal on the 4. They have Jackson out to the left. Feaster and Owens in the backfield. Tight end to the right, wing left. On 3rd and goal. They want to throw it. Far side. It's caught right at the goal line. No signal yet. Oh, touchdown is the signal. Caught right on the goal line by Gio Jackson.
Caught him in man coverage. You bring both those running backs in the game. The defense has to pay attention to that. It's a great execution by Massillon.
So the Tigers take the 6-0 lead with 8:44 to go in the first period. Extra point coming from Mateo Herrera, one of the top kickers in the county, with Xavier Owens, the holder, as he was last year. Good snap, ball down, kick on the way, and it is good. Timeout on the field. 8:44 to go in the first quarter. It's the Tigers 7, the Tarblooders nothing. You're listening to high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Radio Sports. holding, and their second big penalty of this possession, and Glenville will now have a first down on the Massillon 18-yard line. That wipes out the sack and wipes out the punting possibility. Here's a man in the backfield for Massillon. It's the handoff, goes straight ahead to Devon McDougal, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Braylon Gamble on the tackle for the Tigers, and there's an injured Glenville player. One of the linemen is hobbling around right now, trying to hop toward the sideline. That is Adala Klecki, a senior at 6'1" and 265. Not the first time we've seen the Tigers have a big play wiped out by a penalty, but that could be especially a big problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tough. You give up the short field, then you get a sack on 3rd and long, and you bail them out. You bail them out by making a mental mistake. Coach Moore is not going to be happy about that.
Second down at 12 for the Tarbletters on the Tigers 20. 6:15 to go in the first period. Massillon on top 7-0. Receiver each way. Fake the handoff. Greenwood up the middle. 15, 10. Still going inside the 5, and he dives down to the 4-yard line. LaMarcus Greenwood on the option keeps it that time, and not only showed good decision-making, good running, good strength.
Yeah, you go zone read there, and the defensive end crashes. It's an easy read for the quarterback to pull the ball, and he makes an athletic play and has a big gain there.
Greenwood at 6 feet, 186, a senior. Was at Glenville, left, and came back for this season. Lorenzo Smith, the tight end to the left. Receiver each way. Actually, 2 tight ends to the left. They run it that way, and bouncing off, and inside the 3 to the 2 to the 1-yard line goes Devon McDougal. He was hit in the backfield, but he kept the legs moving and got almost to the end zone. They're going to mark him out of bounds on the near sideline at the 1. Second and goal on the 1. Man wide out to the right, 1 split near side left. This time they go with the 2 tight ends to the right side. Elijah Harden and Lorenzo Smith. And it's going to be Greenwood taking it himself, and I don't think he made it. He may have gotten half a yard, but he's still short of the end zone. And Elijah Harden comes limping off the field. They'll take the tight ends out, or one of them, being Harden. And they'll bring in McDougal as the running back. And Amir Lemons is in. As the Tarbletters try it here on 3rd down. And goal inside the 1. Handoff up the middle. Touchdown. Glenville gets on the board. The touchdown will go to, I believe that's Volante McCord. It is McCord, a junior, 5'9" and 200. We're running people on and off for the extra point. Some stopped, some kept going. I think they're 1 short. We'll see. Amir Lemons is going to try the extra point to try to tie this game. Good snap, good hold, good kick, and it is no good. Wide to the right. So with 4:11 to go in the first quarter, it's Massillon 7, Glenville 6. You're listening to high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network. Massillon up 7-6. Glenville scoring, but they missed the extra point. The Tarbletters aided by two major penalties against Massillon. One on the kickoff and one on a third down. As the kick is bounced along the ground, still bouncing around, pops up in the air, and the Tigers recover it all the way back on the 13-yard line. That did not go the way they wanted. Let's see how who ended up with the football. Kyson Crable, junior defensive back, had the ball flop up into the air and right into his hands. Fortunate he was there for the Tigers, but unfortunately for him, he was tackled immediately. So with 4:06 to go in the first, Massillon will take over on their 12-yard line. They scored on their opening possession, going 66 yards. Xavier Owens gets the handoff, running to the right, and Glenville is there. They'll pull him down right around the line of scrimmage, or maybe back a yard. See where they spot it. We're under 4 minutes to go in the first period. And Massillon on top 7-6. And it's a handoff. Owens busts through. Had his helmet come off as he got upended at the 18-yard line, so he'll have to leave the game. And it will be third down for the Tigers and 4 on the 18-yard line. Tigers actually drove 71 yards and 12 plays on their first possession. Play clock at 10. And Haynes back to throw. Blitz coming. Going to throw it deep. Far side has a man out there. Malone caught it at the 50. Inside the 40. Still going, and he's going to go all the way. "82 yards. Haynes to Malone. And the Tigers are 2 for 2. Perfect throw and then a great individual effort.
Clint, that's a great example of what we talked about pregame. When you have 3 receivers as talented as Massillon has, it's difficult. It's hard to keep a safety over the top. But he's in man coverage there, and he won the battle. Ran away from him.
Glenville's going to play man. They're going to, as we saw, they're going to play a lot of cover 0. And it cost them there. Here's the kick up by Herrera, and good. Timeout. 2:33 to go in the first quarter. Massillon 14, Glenville 6. You're listening to high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Radio Sports. Tigers getting ready to kick off. They lead 14-6 on the Sardis scoreboard. Berry up 14-7 on Central as the kick comes to the near sideline and goes out of bounds. I thought the player was going to field it, but the ball was a couple of yards out of bounds. Northwest up on Alliance 7-0 after one period. So Glenville will take over at the 35. Of course, they were starting over the 50 on their first possession. Tigers 88 yards in 4 plays. The last play being 82 yards on the pass from Rasmus Haynes to Deontay Malone. Glenville on their 35. 1st and 10. And they have LaMarcus Greenwood at quarterback. One man to his right. 2 receivers each way. No tight end. Quick throw near side. It's caught. Receiver slips a tackle and takes it across the 45 to the 46. That is London Hearn, listed at 5'10 and 150 as the slot receiver making the catch.
2 kickoffs, 2 penalties. You continue to make mental mistakes on the Massillon special team side. Again, something that they have to clean up.
Giving Glenville good field position again, and they're able to pick up a first down on the first play from the 46. 1st and 10, Greenwood up the middle, big hole, 50, 49-yard line. And John Morris delivers the blow at the end of that run. Morris listed at 5'9 and 180. The junior fell forward and picked up 5 yards. Again, they have 4 receivers on the field. They went a lot of 2 tight end on their first possession. 2 receivers each way. Glenville going from our right to our left with 90 seconds to go in the first period. Tigers leading 14-6. 8 on the play clock. Handoff, fumble, and Greenwood picks it up and tries to run out of the pack, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. And he and Morris couldn't get together on the option there, and it's going to cost them what they gained on first down plus a yard. It'll be 3rd and 11. That's a dangerous play anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you avoid disaster there, right? You're already down 8. You got to be careful there. You got to protect the ball.
This time they go trips out to the right, one to the near side. On 3rd and 11, Greenwood back, empty backfield, being rushed from the outside. Runs away, stops near sideline, and throws the ball into the bench. He was being chased by the senior Isaac Maxheimer, and really didn't have time to set up at all.
Yeah, pressure like that with a 4-man rush from your defense is a recipe for success.
Amir Lemons is going to punt it away for Glenville, standing back on about his 33. And Deontay Malone on his 20, getting ready to receive it. 33 seconds to go in the first period. Massillon have scored in their first 2 possessions. And a delay of game here against Glenville. So 5-yard penalty against the Tarblooders. That'll back him up to the 40. Malone standing on his 20. Good snap, no rush, kick is away. That's a nice one. Wobbly kick, Malone back on his 17. Up the middle, 20, 25, and to the 28-yard line. 43 on the punt and about 11 or 12 on the return. So the Tigers will have it with 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. As usual, here at Massillon, we're running way behind everyone else. Of course, we have multiple other games tonight you can check out on Q92radiosports.com as well as on Facebook and on YouTube. and a lot of features on there that you'll be interested in to help you even more closely keep up with the game. On the all-new Q92 Radiosports.com website. First down, Haynes sets up, throws far side. Malone all by himself. 35 and out of bounds around the 40. Very close to a first down. And they will spot him on the 40-yard line for a pickup of 11. Man who made the tackle there for Glenville, Kyrie Robinson, had to go out of the game, flexing that shoulder, so he's replaced in the defensive backfield. McKinley up on Warren Harding now 7-0 in the second quarter on the Sardis scoreboard. First and 10 Tigers from their 40. Glenville up near the line of scrimmage. They'll hand it off to Owens running left. And very little to be had there, maybe a yard to the 41. And that should be the final play of the first quarter. So the teams will change ends. And after one from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium, it's the Tigers 14 and Glenville 6. You're listening to High School Football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Radio Sports Network. Quarter number 2 from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. After one period, Massillon 169 yards to 30 for Glenville. 137 of those through the air. And the Tigers with a 14-6 lead and a 2nd and 9 on their 41-yard line. Now working right to left. Haynes on first, second down. Hands off to Owens running left. What a push by the line. He is not touched until he gets about 8 yards downfield. He's down on the 49. And it'll be 3rd and 1 here for the Tigers. Injured player on the field for the Tigers, and he's coming off now. That's their big left tackle, Marcus Garner, the senior. 6'3" and 290. So Garner will come to the sideline. Third and 1. Hoover now up on Bookville 15-0 on the Sardis scoreboard. Straight ahead run. Feaster over the 50 to the Glenville 47-yard line with a first down. He picks up 4 yards. Brayton Feaster with the carry. His brother Bryden is an outside linebacker for the Tigers. Both first-team D2 honors as linebackers, all Ohio, at Hoban last year. Xavier Owens was also a first-team Ohio running back last year. Haynes back to throw with time and throws it away into the Massillon bench. Gio Jackson, the nearest receiver for the Tigers. And Kyrie Robinson was in coverage for Glenville. Good to see him back out there on defense after being shaken up earlier. Second down and 10. Tigers on the Glenville 47. Two out to the right, one to the near side. Haynes back to throw. Quick dump out on the right. It's caught by Feaster, hit in the backfield, and he's going to go down for a huge loss on the play. Let's see where they give him forward progress. It'll be to the Tiger 48, so it's going to be a loss of about 5 on the play, and it'll bring up third down and 15 for the Tigers.
You know, this is a huge play here for the Glenville defense. They've struggled early on. We have a quarter in the books. Do we settle in and get a stop here?
Well, it's as good a chance as they're going to get here on 3rd and 15 for the Tigers. But they already have over 130 yards passing in the first quarter plus. And Haynes back to throw, rushed up the middle, rolling near side, still looking, throwing, caught, and out of bounds, very near a first down by Malone. Looks like he went out at about the 38, which would be a little short, but let's see where they mark him. Oh, they marked him on the 36. That'll be a first down. So a huge gain there from their 45 to the Glenville 36, and the Tarbletter defense not able to get the stop. And it's 1st and 10 for Massillon. Haynes, quick count, handoffs. Owens up the middle, and he blasts his way inside the 35 to the 33. That'll be a 3-yard gain for the Tigers. 9:45 left in the first half. Thanks to our sponsors here on Q92 Sports, Sarshone Auto Group, Medicap Pharmacy, Buck Chevrolet, Study Buddy Grooming, a home appliance company, Booth Ready Mix and Supply, CSC Federal Credit Union, SARTA, and RG Drake. Thanks to them as well as Gentlebrook for being sponsors this year. Long throw far side. The receiver is double covered as the pass was intended for Braylon Gamble down the far sideline, but he had 2 defenders running stride for stride. And it sets up now a 3rd and 7.
Another big play for the Glenville defense, right? You have to answer the bell this time. You have to get off the field and give your offense a chance.
See how they come out. Manny Patterson along with the coach, signaling in the plays from the near sideline. Near side comes Owens around the end, and he's out of bounds inside the 30. Wow, they gave him the 26-yard line. I thought he was out around the 28, but they're going to call it a first down.
Yeah, that was a rather friendly spot there. Great run, great effort, but I thought we were looking at 4th and short.
The official right at the ball going out of bounds made the call and immediately started pointing forward, which means move the chains. And on first down, Haynes pumps to the right, looking, still looking, and again he throws the ball over the sideline and out of bounds. Set up a 2nd and 10. Glenville kind of just sat there and watched. They didn't rush really hard, and everybody was covering back in the back. So the pump fake didn't work, and there was no secondary receiver to go to. Everybody was covered. So 2nd and 10. Malone out to the right, Jackson near side. Tight end Hose is a wing to the left. Garner back in there at left tackle and another tight end to the right. Simon's a handoff up the middle. Christian Culler, the 3rd running back on the team. Very talented, but 3rd on the list right now. Takes it to the 23-yard line. Setting up another 3rd down here for the Tigers. Third down and 6. 8:25 to go in the first half. 14-6 Tigers.
Third down for the Tigers.
They have a receiver to each side of the field. And a timeout. So the Tigers take time. 8:04 left in the first half. Massillon up 14-6. You're listening to High School Football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Radio Sports Network. Massillon with a third down and 6 from the 22. 8 minutes to go in the first half. They lead 14-6. Give left side. Owens trying to twist his way and spin his way down inside the 20. And down on the 16-yard line. And I think that's going to be another first down. Another case where Owens went 4 or 5 yards downfield without a defender anywhere near him.
Well, he made the first guy in the backfield miss, right? One subtle step, and then it was straight downhill. And he's not a small back, right? So if you don't bring bodies to him, you don't get there quick, it's going to be 5 or 6 yards every time.
Owens 6 feet and 225. And another first down here for the Tigers. Their 9th of the game. Back to throw. Haynes going for the end zone, back to the end zone and too high and incomplete, intended for Gio Jackson, who was, again, well covered in the back of the end zone. Haynes maybe with his first ill-advised throw there.
Yeah, Haynes missed an open receiver in the flats. Clearly, that was predetermined. There were 3 guys there for Glenville. So he lucked out, no turnover, but not a great choice.
Again, 2 out to the right, tight end each way. And Feaster is the running back to the right side of Rasmus Haynes. Handoff, Feaster up the middle, hit, bounces off, keeps the feet moving, still driving, and down to the 11-yard line. Brayton Feaster with 5 yards on the play. He's listed as 6'3" and 240. Rasmus Haynes is 6'4" and just barely taller than his running back. And as we say, is also one of the best linebackers in the state. 3rd and 5 on the 11. Feaster again as they switch the formation to the left, and he'll take it again down to close to a first down, but the ball is out. The beanbags come out from the officials. Glenville says they have it, and they do. So the Tar Brothers with a huge turnover. Kobe Hunter comes out of the pile with the football for the Tar Brothers, who will take over 1st and 10 on their own 8-yard line, and you couldn't have ordered much more than that if you're Ted Ginn Sr.
No, absolutely crucial timing for a turnover there. And again, gang tackling to get to the ball. He's a big guy. He's held up. It's easy to get in there and rip at it, and they were successful.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Somebody just pulled the ball out. So here comes the Glenville offense back on the field. They'll start on their 7-yard line, working left to right. with 6.5 to go in the first half. Receiver each way. Two backs. One goes in motion to the left. That's Pritchett, and they run it up the middle for very little, maybe 2 yards on the play to the 9. Ball carrier was Volante McCord, who scored the Glenville touchdown. They trail 14-6. They missed the extra point on their touchdown. Left side receiver, and one to the near side. Lorenzo Smith is the tight end to the right. They have a wing left, one back. And LaMarcus Greenwood is the quarterback, and now a flag and a delay of game against the Tarblooders. So that'll back him up inside the 5-yard line. Gotta find that guy so I can take his microphone away. My goodness. From the 5, 2nd and 13. Option left, Greenwood only to the 5, and he's thrown down there. Wouldn't think they would be running the pitch option, anything like that. Quarterback kept the ball, and the Tigers were all over him. So 3rd and 13 from your own 4. What do you call here, Coach?
I think you got to avoid a disaster here, right? I think you got to keep the ball on the ground, and you got to punt. Play good defense.
5 minutes to go in the first half. Tigers up 14-6. Glenville trying to get lined up. 3 receivers near side, 1 out to the left. 5 on the play clock. And they're going to have to call a timeout. And they barely got one called, I think. Yes, they did. With 1 second on the play clock. It was taking too long to get their people on the field.
Yeah, a lot of confusion out there. As you mentioned, it's a full stadium, a lot of noise. You're on the road. You're backed up into the end zone. It's a tough spot to be. And again, to me, you just have to mitigate the risk here, right? Do something conservative, keep it on the ground, get 4 or 5 yards, and punt the ball, play good defense.
On the Sardis scoreboard, Lake leading North Ridgeville now 7-0. As DeGeorge got the first points of the season for the Blue Streaks with a 1-yard run. That's Ty DeGeorge. His father is the head coach. Perry up on Central 21-7. 3 touchdowns for Lemon in that game, including 1 from 90 yards out. Glenville with a 3rd and 13 on their 3. Quarterback draw. Greenwood up the middle. A lot of room, 15, 20. Out of bounds on the 21-yard line. And they opened it wide open there. Shocked the Tigers. Created a seam. And heck with punting. Let's go to the next series of downs.
I mean, pretty simple concept. Run everyone off, drop back in a quarterback draw, and take off. Very easy to do when you're in man coverage and the defense is running downfield with everyone.
Greenwood, who is committed to West Point for next year, takes the snap, and nothing happens much in the backfield. Greenwood's going to have to keep the ball as he wanted to hand the ball off, and the running back almost looked like he didn't want it. So Greenwood kept it, got back to the line of scrimmage. A couple of players involved in a scrum downfield, but no flags on the field. A receiver and a DB engaged in blocking, but no penalty call. 2nd and 10. Clock running, 3:50 to go in the first half. Massillon on top, 14-6. Handoff. And a flag down. A yard, maybe two. Devon McDougal going up the middle. The James Madison recruit picks up a couple, but I think the Tarblooders are going to be penalized. And it will be a penalty. They got Mekhi Maddox, senior lineman. And it will be second down. And they'll put the ball back on the 11. So it'll be 2nd and 20. In the pistol. Quick throw near side and incomplete. Ball out of the hands of the receiver. They're going to call it an incomplete pass as it went through the hands of London Hearn, who was the slot receiver, just straightened up. Like he may have lost his footing there.
Boy, that was awfully close to a lateral. Quick bubble by the slot guy, and man, lucky that was an incompletion.
So now 3rd down and 20 for the Tarblooders. They're at the 11-yard line. And another run by the quarterback, Greenwood, far side of the 15 and out to the 17-yard line. Another nice run, but not nearly enough for a first down. And the Tigers, I believe, are going to call a timeout here. It'll be 4th down and 14. The Tigers take timeout with 3:12 to go in the first half. They lead 14-6. High school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Radio Sports.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
Tired of rising gas prices and the cost of vehicle maintenance? Let SARTA do the driving for you. Whether you're heading to work, school, shopping, or a doctor's appointment, SARTA offers safe, reliable, and affordable transportation throughout Stark County. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride while we handle the road. Plus, with convenient routes and easy trip planning, getting where you need to go has never been easier. Ride smart, ride SARTA.
Tigers
Visit SARTAonline.com
setting up
and get
to
moving
return
today.
this punt on 4th and 14. Amir Lemons standing on his 5, takes the snap, no rush, gets the kick away, and that is a nice high spiral all the way back to his 36-yard line. It's Malone with players all around him, and he is spun down, lost the ball, but got it back on the 40. Wow, that was quite a punt. It's about 45 on the punt and maybe a couple on the return. And the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 on their 40 with 3:03 to go. And I think one timeout remaining here in the first half. Brand new scoreboard. It's not really a scoreboard. It's just a big screen. And it's whatever they decide they want to show on the screen. And sometimes the graphics come up and the scoreboard goes away, which I've never been a big fan of. That happens at Jackson and at some other places. But the first job of that big thing over there is to tell the score and the down and distance, and sometimes that's not up there. From the 40, 1st and 10, give up the middle to Owens, and he's going to push his way out to the 45. Owens ran for 131 yards in a game last year against Glenville, which the Tarblooders won in overtime. Lemon with another touchdown for Perry. They lead Central 28-7 now on the SARTA scoreboard. Injured player goes off for Glenville, so they'll reset the play clock. Tigers to the line with 2:28 left in the half, leading 14-6. They've dominated this half, but only up by one score. Handoff to Owens running right. Hit, gets away, still spinning, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but no better. He avoided a 3 or 4 yard loss on the play. 3rd down and 5 as we tick down to 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Looking at this, it's amazing that we're talking about an 8-point game. Massillon's over 200 yards of offense, and Glenville has 60, including 11 through the air.
And another timeout, I believe. The Tarblooders will take their 3rd timeout of the half, so we'll take a break. 14-6 Massillon. Listening to high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Radio Sports Network.
When it's time to make a move, trust the name North Canton has known for generations. For over 60 years, D. Hoff Realtors has called North Canton home. Whether you're buying, selling, or finding your next home, D. Hoff's experienced team is ready to help. Visit the North Canton office at 821 South Main Street. Call 330-499-8153 or visit dhoff.com. D. Hoff Realtors. Make your next move with confidence.
Hi, I'm Rodney Newtrunder with Home Appliance Company in Massillon, Ohio. For 3 generations, our family has had the privilege of serving families throughout our community. And because of your support, we're honored to be voted among the top 3 in the 2026 Community Choice Awards. That recognition means the world to us.
3rd and 5 for the Tigers from their 45-yard line.
Replacing
Tigers came to the line of scrimmage quickly, tried to get Glenville to jump. They did not, and now the Tigers will take their 3rd timeout with 1:45 to go in the half. So we'll take another break. You're listening to high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92.
One that's worn out, or simply looking for honest advice, we'd love to help. Stop by Home Appliance Company in Massillon, Ohio, and see why local families have trusted us for generations.
What if your favorite golf course never closed? At Back 9 Indoor Golf, it doesn't. Enjoy 24/7 access to premium full swing simulators trusted by the pros. Practice before work, play after dinner, or tee up at midnight. No weather delays, just golf on your schedule. Visit theback9golf.com to book your free demo and use the promo code Q92 for a 50% off your first month. Back 9 Indoor Golf. Golf on your schedule.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto
3rd
Group
and
on
5 for Massillon
Q92
from
and
their
the
45.
Q92 Sports Network.
Snap back to Haynes, looks to his left. In trouble, gets away, still rolling, throws out to the right, and it's caught for the 1st down across the 50 and to the Tarblooders' 45-yard line. Catch made by Deshaun Williams. There's a flag down on the play in the Glenville defensive secondary. Also, the receiver still down on the far side. Did you see what that might be?
I did not, but I will tell you, one heck of an effort by Haynes. A lot of pressure back there, and for his ability to keep his eyes downfield and complete a pass there, pretty impressive.
I was worried that he was going to wait one more beat because he had a man coming in from the blind side. And that could have been ugly, but he was able to make the move to get out of there and complete the pass. And we're now checking out Deshaun Williams. 6'6" and 240, made that catch. He was the safety valve on the right side, and quarterback hit him. Got the 1st down, but he got upended, and he's still down on the turf with the trainers out looking at him. 1:36 left in the first half. Massillon up 14-6. Now he is trotting off the field, so a little bit of a limp with the left leg, but doesn't look like anything too serious. The Tigers will take over 1st and 10 on the Glenville So the Tarblooders were holding. The Tigers will take the play, and they'll have it 1st and 10 on the Glenville 44-yard line. 1:36 left in the half. No timeouts for either team. Massillon up by 8. It is a handoff. Owens running left, runs into a brick wall, and now it's just pushing and shoving. Owens never does go down. Now they put him down on the ground. After the whistles, it'll be a pickup of about 2 on the play, and the clock continues to run. 1:10. Neither team with a timeout. Quick snap. They had too many men on the field, I believe. Haynes throws it to the near side, and it's caught. George Rivera makes the catch. Glenville was still running a man off the field to the far side when the ball was snapped. And another one of those disorganized kind of penalties by the Tarblooders.
Yeah, and very, very conservative play calling from Coach Moore. It almost seems, no timeouts. He may be content to take this 8-point lead into the half, which is a little surprising considering they're going to kick off to start the third quarter.
Let's check the penalty.
Defense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay second down.
So they'll mark it from the 42 to the 37, and it'll be second down and 3. Tigers up 14-6. Final minute of the first half. And a handoff up the middle. Owens battling forward. He's close to a first down. The mark on the near side is going to give it to him. The far side official had him marked short. Let's see. No, they'll put it down short. 3rd and less than a yard. And Haynes back. Quick throw far side. Man open. Caught. First down. Down to the 28-yard line. He did not get out of bounds. He was a yard from the sidelines, but dove forward. That was Braylon Gamble. And an official timeout. And Glenville kind of bailing the Tigers out there with an injured player.
Absolutely. You have got to get out of bounds on that play. No timeouts left. Sure, the clock stops briefly as they move the chains, but, man, really bailed out with the injury time out there.
And it looks like a cramp. And I don't know, maybe you could tell me this. I've always wondered this. Players that go down with injuries a yard from the sideline and just stay there and don't just roll 2 times and get out of bounds. I've never understood why that is. Do the coaches want them to stay out there to get a stoppage?
I would say it's a little curious, right? I don't think it's I don't think that I could tell you that's not true. It's certainly in some instances.
In this case, it cost Glenville as the player over there being treated for a cramp. And he is literally 1 yard from the sideline over there. And what that did was stop the clock with 33 seconds left in the half. And the Tigers on the Glenville 28-yard line with a first down. They lead it 14-6. And they'll pick up Dantes Shepard eventually. And help him take the 1 step to the sideline. He's still down. I understand if it is a cramp. Had them myself. We all have, I guess. So now we're ready to go.
Deontay Malone also struggling with some cramping, reaching down, pulling his toes up.
He had a trainer working on him while they were working on the Glenville player across the way. 1st and 10 Tigers. Clock running. Haynes back to throw. Late rush up the middle. He gets crunched. Throw near side and incomplete at the goal line. It looked like the defender, and that was Jalen Edwards, looked like he had a handful of jersey on Gio Jackson. The pass ends up incomplete, and now we have a Massillon player down in the end zone. And that's a cramp. We almost made it. Hopefully it's a cramp. We'll say that right now. We almost made it to halftime. We hadn't had any. This is the time of year where you're going to get them. That is Malone, who, as we said, was being helped out by a trainer while the Glenville player was being attended to. So 22 seconds, 2nd and 10 Tigers on the Glenville 28, and we have another stoppage. Malone up, walking off, favoring the right leg. So the Tigers top receiver coming off the field, but they still have plenty of good ones out there. George Rivera is a wide man to the near side. He has one in the slot and one out to the right. And a whistle. Tigers were just about to snap the ball, and the referee came in and blew the whistle. I think everybody was quite ready. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Haynes, play action. Straight back, throwing deep down the middle, ball in the air, and incomplete in the end zone. Intended for Braylon Gamble. He had it for a moment, but it looked like Jalen Edwards reached in and pulled it away. And we have our 4th consecutive play with a player down with a cramp in the final minute of the first half. Right now we're at 15 seconds, and it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Michael Walker able to get up, coming to the near side of the field. So it'll be 3rd and 10.
You know, you mentioned the strong kicker that the Tigers have. You wonder, no timeouts here. It's got to be something quick. It's got to be to the sidelines. But can you run something quick out to the sidelines, get 6-7 yards, give the kid a chance to make a kick, extend the lead going into the half?
During the injury timeout, the Tigers were able to huddle with their coaches on the near side. Glenville the same across the way. Ball on the 28. 3rd and 10. 3 receivers near side. Haynes back to throw. 3-man rush. Flag on the play. Throw down the middle. Caught. Jackson has it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal. I thought I saw a flag. There is one over on the far sideline at the 29-yard line. The Tigers spiked the ball. So it was a sideline warning and not a penalty. So the Tigers wanted to get up and run a quick one, and they did not stop play for that, which I guess I have to agree with. So it'll be 2nd down and goal on the 9 after the Tigers spiked the ball, and they're with no timeouts and 9 seconds. It was a pretty together game until the last 2 minutes, and it's completely fallen apart. Tigers will line up with 9 seconds on the 9-yard line with no timeouts. First and goal. Haynes back, gonna lob it near side, back corner of the end zone, incomplete. Too far. Defender was able to get a hand on the receiver and slow him down a little bit as he started his break. The ball wasn't in the air yet, and now the Tigers will attempt a field goal with 5 seconds left in the first half. Mateo Herrera, 155 pounds, and a senior. His third season as the main kicker for the Tigers. 16-yard line is where it will be spotted. 26-yard attempt. Owens holding. And Kaylon Bailey jumps offside for the Tarblooders. This is why Massillon games always last half an hour or 45 minutes longer than everybody else's. All the other announcing crews are home or wherever they want to be. And we'll still have 8 minutes to go. Herrera from the 11 now, 21-yard attempt. Glenville jumps again. I wonder if anybody had a stopwatch on the last minute of this game. That'll put them down to 2.5. And all the coaches in the stands wanting the Tigers to go for it. If they have a fake, this might be a nice place to run it, but they're going to leave the kicking team on the field. Among other things, it's nice to be able to actually kick a field goal in a game, to have that practice. We'll see what they do. From the 9. Good snap, good hold, kick on the way. It's good. And we're still not done with the first half. There are 2 seconds remaining. So the Tigers will have to kick it off with a 17-6 lead. We'll keep it here for the final 2 seconds of the first half, which hopefully will take less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, the thing about that, too, I understand the sentiment from the fan base. Go for it. You're from the 2.5-yard line. You have to take the 3 points there and make this a 2-score game.
I concur. I know that doesn't matter to you, but I concur. But I'm on your side on that one. So with 2 seconds to go, the Tigers will kick off. The swing band has been standing down by the sidelines for a long time now. And Herrera with the kickoff. He bounces it on the ground. It's going to be taken, touched, and out of bounds, or recovered just inbounds as the first half clock hits 0. So the first half has come to a close here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium in week 1 of the 2026 high school football season. And our score at the half is Massillon 17 and Glenville 6. We'll send it back to the studios.
Today we pay tribute to honor the loss of our varsity Tiger players, coaches, and managers that have passed away from August 1st, 2025 through July 31st, 2025.
And tell you once again, it is 17-6 at halftime. Stay tuned. The CSE Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up. We'll have some scores for you. We'll have stats and whatever else we can pull together in the next few moments as the Tigers and the Tarblooders head to the locker room. Our score once again at halftime is Massillon 17 and Glenville 6. You're listening to high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Radio Sports Network.
Looking for a pharmacy that puts you first? Choose Medicab Pharmacy in Massillon, your locally owned neighborhood pharmacy. Proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Experienced, friendly same-day service, convenient delivery, and an easy-to-use drive-through window. At Medicab Pharmacy, you're more than a customer, you're a neighbor. Stop by today or transfer your prescriptions and discover the hometown difference at Medicab Pharmacy in Massillon.
Don't fumble your next car purchase. Head to Buck Chevrolet in Canal Fulton. Their friendly team will coach you through every step, whether you're shopping for a new Chevrolet, a quality pre-owned vehicle, or coming in for service. At Buck Chevrolet in Canal Fulton, every customer is treated like the MVP. Visit Buck Chevy in Canal Fulton. Call 330-854-2216 or start your drive today at buckchevy.com.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
Need concrete? Count on Huth Ready Mix and Supply for quality ready mix concrete and dependable service you can trust. Whether you're tackling a small project or a major job, Huth Ready Mix and Supply is ready to help. Visit them in Massillon or call 330-833-4191. That's Huth Ready Mix and Supply, helping you build it right from the ground up.
We'll get back to football in just a few moments. Right now it's time for Halftime News, sponsored by CSE Federal Credit Union. 2 Canton police officers under review after mistakenly detaining a 14-year-old boy in his front porch Monday while searching for suspects in a series of car thefts. A doorbell camera captured the encounter, including officers yelling expletives at the teen. Public Safety Director Andrea Perry says she does not condone the officers' language or actions, calling the interaction unacceptable, saying it does not reflect Canton police standards. Mayor William Shearer also called professionalism and expectation of every city employee. A city spokesman says the incident remains under investigation and officials will await the results before deciding whether any punishment is warranted. The Ohio Supreme Court has upheld the death sentence for a man who killed a woman and her 2 daughters in North Royalton in 2017. Court ruled Wednesday a Cuyahoga County 3-judge panel properly sentenced 54-year-old George Brinkman to death after he pleaded guilty to killing 45-year-old Suzanne Taylor, 21-year-old Taylor Pfeiffer, and 18-year-old Kylie Pfeiffer. Brinkman had previously been sentenced to death, but the court ordered a new proceeding because he was not properly advised of his rights when he pleaded guilty. In 2022, Brinkman again pleaded guilty and received the death penalty. He's under a sentence imposed in Stark County for the 2017 shootings of Rogel and Roberta John in Lake Township. The North Canton Public Library will undergo renovations. The next several weeks will see much of the library's collection, offices, and operations move into the Hoover District space at 339 East Maple Street while the work is done. It's expected to open in late September. Current location on North Main Street will close August 23rd. $5.5 million in renovation work will be done on the facility, which opened in 1953. An expansion is planned that would add a children's programming room on the first floor. The library's savings, a private foundation, and donors are paying for the project. The victim has been identified in a house fire in East Liverpool early Tuesday. Firefighters were called to the 2000 block of Ohio Avenue around 2 o'clock and learned the occupant was still inside. The 2-story home collapsed during the blaze, and an excavator was used to recover the victim. He was identified as 62-year-old James Spencer. The state fire marshal is investigating. An autopsy is yet to be completed. A Trumbull County grand jury has indicted 3 people for alleged abuse of a functionally impaired woman. 28-year-old Dawn Slusher and 22-year-olds Rosanna Davis and Bryce Davis face charges including abduction, assault, and failure to provide for a functionally impaired person.
Slusher also faces a theft charge. Police were told in June the woman feared for her life, was being beaten, and had her money taken. An employee with a disability services organization said the victim had written notes describing what was happening because she believed someone was listening to her. The woman was listed as missing when police received the report. The 3 suspects were arrested July 2nd. They're scheduled for arraignment in Trumbull County Common Pleas Court next month. More news after this.
Never miss a single moment of the action. Search for Q92 Radio on YouTube right now and hit that subscribe button. When you turn on alerts, you'll know the exact second we go live. It's your destination to listen to all of our high school and Mount Union sports broadcasts. Plus, you can watch The Sam Berkman Show live weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. and catch exclusive interviews with local athletes, coaches, and insiders. Subscribe to Q92 Radio on YouTube today.
A man arrested after a Warren police officer-involved incident has been indicted. 18-year-old DeAndre Douglas charged with 2 counts of attempted murder and felonious assault, as well as a weapons count. The case was bound over from juvenile court. The incident took place May 15th after a pursuit through the city. Officers responded to the 1800 block of South Street Southeast for a report of someone waving a gun. Police say the driver refused to stop and the chase ended on Charles Avenue. Someone in the vehicle reportedly fired at officers who returned fire. 1 person was wounded. No officers were injured. Ohio BCI conducted the investigation. A Weathersfield man is facing attempted murder charges in connection with a traffic crash in Niles that injured 3 people. 24-year-old Samuel Sipes was indicted Thursday on counts including attempted aggravated murder, and 3 counts of felonious assault. Police say Sipes fled on foot after the crash just before midnight, June 27th at North Main Street in East Madison. He was arrested July 9th in Geneva. An adult and 2 juveniles in the other vehicle were taken to a hospital. Sipes is being held without bond at the Trumbull County Jail. He's expected to be arraigned Tuesday in Common Pleas Court. A Trumbull County grand jury has declined to indict a Warren woman on a felonious assault charge. Dacia Woodall was accused of firing a shot near a woman during an argument on Commerce Avenue Northwest June 16th. Police say the women had been in a relationship and were breaking up when the argument turned physical. The victim told officers Woodall fired a shot toward her in a parking lot with a bullet striking the ground nearby. Officers found a spent shell casing at the scene. Domestic violence and aggravated menacing charges have been sent to Warren Municipal Court. Ohio's unemployment rate was 3.4% in July, down from 3.6% in June. Ohio's non-agricultural wage and salary employment increased 5,100 over the month to 5,690,000. The number of workers unemployed in Ohio in July was 200,000, down from 209,000 in June. The number of unemployed has decreased by 66,000 in the past 12 months. The July unemployment rate for Ohio decreased 1.1 percentage points from 4.5% in July 2025. The U.S. unemployment rate for July was 4.1%, down from 4.2 in June, 4.3 last July. The labor force participation rate in Ohio in July was 61.4%, down from 61.6 in June. Vice President J.D. Vance returning to his hometown today to campaign at a steel plant where his grandfather worked. He'll speak at the Cleveland Cliffs Middletown Works facility. Vance aims to boost GOP candidates ahead of the midterm elections and promote the Trump administration's economic policies. He'll be joined by Energy Secretary Chris Wright. In a radio interview, Vance said the visit is personally meaningful due to his family connection. Vance plans to ramp up his travel schedule with more public events and fundraisers. This has been the Halftime News brought to you by CSE Federal Credit Union. More football action next on the Q92 Sports Network. Don't fumble your next car purchase. Head to Buck Chevrolet in Canal Fulton. Their friendly team will coach you through every step, whether you're shopping for a new Chevrolet, a quality pre-owned vehicle, or coming in for service. At Buck Chevrolet in Canal Fulton, every customer is treated like the MVP. Visit Buck Chevy in Canal Fulton.
Call 330-854-2216 or start your drive today at buckchevy.com.
Looking for a grooming salon that puts your pet's safety first? Suddy Buddies Grooming is a co-op pet grooming salon in Massillon, located behind Margarita's Mexican Grill. We provide compassionate grooming for dogs, cats, and some exotic pets. The services include full-service grooming, bathing, nail trimming, and breed-specific styling. Book your appointment today at suddybuddies.co. Suddy Buddies Grooming, where happy pets come first. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram for their monthly breed discounts.
Looking for a pharmacy that puts you first? Choose Medicab Pharmacy in Massillon, your locally owned neighborhood pharmacy. Proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Experienced, friendly same-day service, convenient delivery, and an easy-to-use drive-through window. At Medicab Pharmacy, you're more than a customer, you're a neighbor. Stop by today or transfer your prescriptions and discover the hometown difference at Medicab Pharmacy in Massillon.
Need concrete? Count on Huth Ready Mix and Supply for quality ready mix concrete and dependable service you can trust. Whether you're tackling a small project or a major job, Huth Ready Mix and Supply is ready to help. Visit them in Massillon or call 330-833-4191. That's Huth Ready Mix and Supply, helping you build it right from the ground up.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Tigers. It's my edition of the Massillon Tigers Swing Band.
Little Nat King Cole on a Friday night from the Tigers Swing Band. As we come back to Paul Brown Tiger Stadium with the score, Massillon 17 and Cleveland Glenville 6. And a dominant first half performance. The Tigers got a field goal on the last play of the half, next to last play of the half, to go up 17-6. But looking at the numbers, you wouldn't think that this would be a game that Glenville is still in, despite the fact they've been dominated, a couple of scores down, but they're a lot closer than they should be, according to the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Coach Ginn, I'm in the locker room telling my guys, look, we're right there. Because at the end of the day, they're getting dominated. This feels like much more than a 9-point game. So you got to tell your guys, hey, we got to come out. We get the ball out of the half. Let's go down and get 6. Be a great start.
Well, let's take a look at some of those numbers from the first half. For the teams as far as first downs, Massillon with the advantage, 12-5. Rushing, Massillon 81 yards to Glenville's 43. Passing 185-11. Total yards, Massillon 266, Glenville 54. Massillon fumbled once, lost it. They have 4 penalties for 55 yards. Glenville 7 for 36. Time of possession nearly double, 15:52, 8:08 in favor of Massillon. Individually for the Tigers, Xavier Owens, 14 carries, 60 yards. a long of 17. Brayton Feaster, 4 for 18, 5 his long. He had the fumble for the Tigers, and Christian Culler, 1 carry for 3. Rasmus Haynes in his first start for the Tigers, 10 of 19, 185 yards and 2 touchdowns. Deontay Malone has caught 5 for 149 in a score, including an 82-yarder. Giorgio Jackson, 2 for 23 and a touchdown. Deshaun Williams, 1 for 11. Braylon Gamble, 1 for 7. Malone went out late in the first half. Deshaun Williams on his catch in the first half. For LaMarcus Greenwood, 7 carries, 34 yards. A lot of that on a quarterback draw. Got a long of 17. Devontae McCord, 3 carries for 5 and a touchdown. Devon McDougal, 2 for 2. John Morris, 1 for 2. Passing Greenwood, 1 of 3, 11 yards. That was caught by Landon Hearn. Tackles in the first half. Nobody with any numbers jumping off the board for the Tigers. Gamble and Malone. Keon Fowler also with 3. Dontez Shepard with 6. Cordell Scott, Jaquan Gibson, and Jalen Edwards, 5 for Glenville. So the Tigers lead at 17-6. They scored on a short run on an 82-yard pass and on the field goal right before halftime, and a 1-yard run, a touchdown run by Volante McCord. The score for Glenville, actually scores for the Tigers, 82-yard score for Deontay Malone, and Giorgio Jackson had the other score. That was about a 5-yard catch on a slant. And then the field goal by Herrera of 20 yards. So the Tigers lead at 17-6 at halftime. We'll come back and have some scores for you and get closer to the second half during the CSE Federal Credit Union halftime show. Listening to high school football presented by the Starstone Auto Group on Q92 Radio Sports.
And that's the end of the first half. The score, your financial stress 50, your wallet 0, and your checking account requesting some second half adjustments.
Great teams make adjustments and come back stronger. If you're in need of a new financial partner, it's time to make a change too. At CSE Federal Credit Union, we're here to help you win with your finances. Whether you're working on paying down debt, building savings, or planning for what's ahead, our team's ready to help you make your next play. Kick off your financial future at CSE Federal Credit Union and work with a team that delivers banking that means more.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Need concrete? Count on Huth Ready Mix and Supply for quality ready mix concrete and dependable service you can trust. Whether you're tackling a small project or a major job, Huth Ready Mix and Supply is ready to help. Visit them in Massillon or call 330-833-4191. That's Huth Ready Mix and Supply, helping you build it right from the ground up.
Looking for a grooming salon that puts your pet's safety first? Suddy Buddies Grooming is a co-op pet grooming salon in Massillon, located behind Margarita's Mexican Grill. We provide compassionate grooming for dogs, cats, and some exotic pets. The services include full-service grooming, bathing, nail trimming, and breed-specific styling. Book your appointment today at suddybuddies.co. Suddy Buddies Grooming, where happy pets come first. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram for their monthly breed discounts.
RG Dreg, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Dreg students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Dreg to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Dreg, where careers begin.
Yep.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
He was on the Tigers' first national championship team in 1909. He was selected in 1911 in 1916, Frank became head football coach and athletic director.
Already happening. Got to get them all in.
Also served in World War I. Finally, Hall of Famer Charles Calhoun. Charles Calhoun was a 3-year varsity member of the Tigers in 1980 and 82. While playing under head coach Mike Curry. As an award for exceptional play, Team Captain Calhoun was named.
Looking for a pharmacy that puts you first? Choose Medicab Pharmacy in Massillon, your locally owned neighborhood pharmacy. Proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Experienced, friendly same-day service, convenient delivery, and an easy-to-use drive-through window. At Medicab Pharmacy, you're more than a customer, you're a neighbor. Stop by today or transfer your prescriptions and discover the hometown difference at Medicab Pharmacy in Massillon.
Offensive player. He was also honored as honorable mention All-Missouri Valley Football Conference. The following year, he was named second team. On the field are Steve and Brenda Pedro, lifelong friends and real Massillon Tigers. Ladies and gentlemen, with a heavy heart, we found out this morning that Charles has passed away. At this time, we would like to observe a moment of silence for Charles Calhoun. Thank you. And thank you for your attention. This concludes our induction ceremony.
And a moment of silence for Charles Calhoun here at Massillon as inductees into the Massillon Hall of Fame. Mr. Calhoun, one of those inducted, passed away actually earlier today. So a moment of silence for him as the Massillon fans honor some of their greats from the past and get set to enjoy some of their greats of the present and future here in the second half of this one. The Tigers leading Cleveland Glenville 17-6. Let's take a look at some scores. Northwest 13, Alliance nothing. Strasburg leading Aquinas 34-0. Dover 14, Glen Oaks 7, Perry 28, Central 7. Chippewa 9, East Canton nothing. Hoover 25, Bookville nothing. Forestville 3, New Philadelphia nothing. Canton McKinley up 14-0 on Warren Harding. Smithville leads Tuslaw 21-0. Arlington 7th, Warrensville Heights nothing. Caraway 13, Canton South nothing. Lakeover North Ridgeville 14-0. And no score in on Claymont and Harrison Central. So that's a look at our SARTA scoreboard. This is the CSE Federal Credit Union halftime. And as the teams get set to go, Glenville will receive the second half kickoff and bring Mike Kelley back in here to talk about, you said it earlier, that Ted Ginn has to, pump up his guys and say this could be a lot worse on the scoreboard based upon the stats. Is there anything concrete you can say that you can see that he might have told them at halftime?
I just think offensively you have to find an identity. Obviously, the time of possession was extremely lopsided. If I'm Ted Ginn, I'm saying, hey, come out, get a few first downs. We go from there, right? Find some balance offensively. You're going to have to let Greenwood throw the ball more than 3 times in the second half if you're going to find a way to win.
All right, as we said, the Tigers outgaining Glenville in the first half, 266-54, including 185 yards through the air. Glenville has done a decent job on the Tiger ground game, 81 yards for Massillon in the first half on the ground. Listen to the Sam Berkwin Show live daily from 3 to 6 on AM 13 WDPN and live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, as well as the Q92 YouTube channel. Tigers will kick off. Jalen Edwards is one of those back to receive the kickoff here for the Tar Blooders. Mateo Herrera ready to kick off. He had a field goal right at the end of the first half. And second half underway. Short kick, bouncing far side, picked out of the air and taken down the sidelines. 30, 40, 50, crossing the field. 40, big block. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Glenville. Right about 75 yards. No flags anywhere, and that was DeAnthony Crittenden, the senior, who picked it up on the bounce. Looked like maybe he was just going to go toward the sideline and go out of bounds, but he stayed in, and when he cut back, he had all kinds of room.
A whole lot of green, and I'll tell you what, that's one way to infuse some energy on those sidelines. Keep the offense off the field. Get 6 through your special teams. Beautiful.
Don't know the official length on that, but I think he picked that ball up right around the 28-yard line. In any case, it's now 17-12. And an extra point coming from Amir Lemons. He missed. Oh, they're going to go for 2. They have Greenwood out there in the backfield. And it's a high snap. Ball on the ground, still loose. And it is a fumble recovered back at the 10-yard line. So Glenville unable to connect on the handoff. So 2 touchdowns, but no extra points for the Tar Blooders. And now it is Massillon 17 and Glenville 12. And we are 12 seconds into the third quarter. As you said, Mike, that's one way to get back in a ball game. You can drive it down the field methodically, or you can just run the kickoff back for a score. But if it stays the way it did in the first half, unfortunately, Glenville giving the ball right back to the Tigers here without taking any time off the clock and showing anything offensively. So Color and Malone back deep to receive the kickoff. Malone back out there after suffering cramps in the first half. Glenville 1 short on the kickoff team, I believe. Yeah, they got 10 out there. Now they have a full complement of players, and we're ready to go. Lemons runs up and hits it. Good kick. Taking Malone back to the 6-yard line. Let's see what he can do. Out to the 20, 25, 30. Still going and finally pushed backward. Got stood up and pushed back. I think that was the kicker. Lemons on the tackle. So the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 on their 32-yard line. Rasmus Haynes, the quarterback, he was 10 of 19 for nearly 200 yards in the first half. Xavier Owens to his right. Wing left, handoff. Owens looks right, hops back to the left, and goes down after a short gain at the 35-yard line. Tiger player goes down, and a flag goes down as well. So Glenville makes a stop on that running play, but they're called for a personal foul. Amir Stevens, a junior, called for the 15-yarder. And he'll make the slow trot to the far sideline. And instead of 2nd and long, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers right on the 50-yard line as they go right to left in the third quarter. They lead 17-12. Owens to the left of his quarterback. Pose the tight end. Shoots into the left. They go up the middle with Owens, and he breaks it into the secondary. He nearly went all the way, taking it down to the 37-yard line. So another first down and a 13-yard run. Perry now up on Central 35-7. As we see Deshaun Williams is back out there for Massillon at the tight end position after being injured in the first half. Here's Owens starting right, cuts back left, and he's going to go down for a short loss. Tackle by Jaquan Gibson, who's headed to Indiana. And it's a loss of 1 on the play for Owens. It'll be 2nd and 11. Jalen Edwards headed to Ohio State. Elijah Harden to Pittsburgh. Jaquan Gibson and DeAnthony Crittenden to Indiana. Devon McDougal to James Madison. So a lot of star power on this Glenville team. 2nd and 11. Owens to the right of his quarterback. Wing right. Tight end left. 2 receivers right. Haynes rolling right. Under pressure. Heaves it back to the near side and again out of bounds as he was hit on the play by DeJuan Whitner, a sophomore, came in to make the hit. And 3rd and 11. Rasmus Haynes, I think, has done a nice job of not panicking under those situations, though maybe he has looked to throw the ball away while there was somebody open downfield.
Yeah, I think look, there's pressure in his face right away. He's being forced to roll, and I think he's a little uncomfortable in that. Interestingly, Coach Morris kept it pretty conservative since early second quarter. So let's see what happens here on 3rd and long.
Haynes, a junior, in his first start. And here it is, 3rd and 11. Quick throw out to the right to Owens, juggling catch. She's to the 40, spins away and down at about the 37-yard line. So they got the yard back that they lost, but not much more than that. And it'll be 4th down and a full 10 yards here for the Tigers. With 9:50 to go in the third period, and the punt team coming on for Massillon. Haynes will stay out to do the punting. Tigers did not punt in the first half. Glenville punted twice, and an injured player for Glenville on the far side. And I hate to speculate, but looks like a cramp. And I just think that's the coach telling them. Because he could have hopped off the field, he could have rolled off the field, he could have done a lot of things, but he just laid down on the 20-yard line marker, and now the trainers come out, and it's basically a free timeout.
Yeah, I mean, whether that's true or not, let's just say this. This is one of the cooler week 1s that I can remember. There are many nights where the humidity is through the roof, and it stays in the mid-80s. And it's hot. That's understandable. The level of cramping we've seen recently here is a little strange.
Yeah, and you'll go through games where it's and actually I've seen much worse than this. I imagine if it's this way now, what it'll be like an hour from now when we're in the beginning of the fourth quarter. Trying to see who that player is, one of the defensive backs, I believe. That is Jaquan Gibson, I believe. Yep. So 4th and 10 for the Tigers from the 37-yard line. And Haynes will punt it away. 2 back at the 10. Haynes punts for the far sideline. And the ball is going to be out of bounds at around the 2. We had a player down there to catch it as it went out on the sideline. That was Gio Jackson, but I don't think they needed his help. That ball was going to go out of bounds inside the 5 on the fly. So a very nice kick by Rasmus Haynes. And again, just like the last time they got the ball, I believe, Glenville going to start deep in their own territory. In fact, they're going to start on their 3 with 9.5 to go here in the third period. Pritchett and Hearn coming to the near side. One out to the left. Wing right. On first down, LaMarcus Greenwood under center. Turns and hands it off. Trying to get to the corner and diving out to the 5 is Devon McDougal. So he'll pick up a couple on the play. Second and 8. And Glenville still a long way from breaking the century mark in total yards. 56 right now. From their 5, second and 8. Handoff up the middle, and they're going to lose the 2 they just got. As it was McDougal again. He's had a couple of positive gains tonight, and then he's had a couple of negative running plays. They'll put it on the 4, third down and 11. Roll out far side, being chased, throwing out of bounds. Greenwood had a blitzer in his face who put a hit on the quarterback just as he let the ball go. And it'll be 4th down. So Deontay Malone is going to set up to return this punt on the Glenville 38-yard line. Punt will come out of the end zone. Amir Lemons standing 8 yards deep. Tigers have not put pressure on a punt tonight. This time they do. But the kick is away, and it is a nice, high, floating kick. Fair catch taken on the 48-yard line. It's a 44-yard punt and no return. Amir Lemons, quite a weapon for Glenville. And the Glenville player is down. Let's take a timeout. 17-12 Massillon on top. You're listening to High School Football, presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Sports Network. We'll hit that when we come back.
Need concrete? Count on Huth Ready Mix and Supply for quality ready mix concrete and dependable service you can trust. Whether you're tackling a small project or a major job, Huth Ready Mix and Supply is ready to help. Visit them in Massillon or call 330-833-4191. That's Huth Ready Mix and Supply, helping you build it right from the ground up.
Tired of rising gas prices and the cost of vehicle maintenance? Let SARTA do the driving for you. Whether you're heading to work, school, shopping, or a doctor's appointment, SARTA offers safe, reliable, and affordable transportation throughout Stark County. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride while we handle the road. Plus, with convenient routes and easy trip planning, getting where you need to go has never been easier. Ride smart, ride SARTA. Visit SARTAonline.com and get moving today.
Discover Gentlebrook Greenhouse and Farm in Hartville. Inside nearly an acre of greenhouse space, you'll find a beautiful mix of flowers and plants ready to bring life to any setting. More than a shop, it's also home to Gentlebrook's Adult Day Services, where individuals with developmental disabilities take part in meaningful, hands-on experiences that happen every day. Every visit supports a mission rooted in community. 3612 Swamp Street Northeast, Hartville. 330-877-9514 or gentlebrook.org. Gentlebrook, connecting people and community.
Looking for a pharmacy that puts you first? Choose Medicab Pharmacy in Massillon, your locally owned neighborhood pharmacy. Proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Experienced, friendly same-day service, convenient delivery, and an easy-to-use drive-thru window. At Medicab Pharmacy, you're more than a customer, you're a neighbor. Stop by today or transfer your prescriptions and discover the hometown difference at Medicab Pharmacy in Massillon.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
No, he's inbounds and he's in for the touchdown on the first play after the long delay for the injured player. Xavier Owens takes it over left tackle and goes basically untouched all the way to the end zone. He got pushed, but not enough to send him over the sideline, and the Tigers extend their lead. Mateo Herrera to try the extra point. Good snap, flag down, kick up and good. Whistles. I don't know what that signal was, but it was a penalty against Glenville, and it's going to be refused, and the extra point is good. And so the score now goes to, well, they're going to try it again. What are we going to do? Whatever it is, make sure the clock is stopped while you decide. So they're either going to kick it again or they're going to go for two. And they're going to send the kicking team back out there. The referee waved his arms as though the penalty was refused or was not going to take place. As it is, they're going to attempt the extra point from the same spot as far as I can tell. Snap, spot, and kick. Up and good. So a timeout on the field, 7:52 to go in the third quarter. It's now Massillon 24, Glenville 12. You're listening to high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Looking for a grooming salon that puts your pet's safety first? Suddy Buddies Grooming is a co-op pet grooming salon in Massillon, located behind Margarita's Mexican Grill. We provide compassionate grooming for dogs, cats, and some exotic pets. The services include full-service grooming, bathing, nail trimming, and breed-specific styling. Book your appointment today at suddybuddies.co. Suddy Buddies Grooming, where happy pets come first. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram for their monthly breed discounts.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
It's an incredible school. Kickoff by Guerrero to about the 2-yard line. Brought back by Edwards. Number 2, Jalen Edwards on the return. Tackle on the play made by number 5, Braylon Gamble. It'll be first down.
Kickoff return to the 21-yard line, and the Tarblooders will take over 1st and 10. Played 4 minutes and 13 seconds in this third quarter. Glenville returned the second half kickoff for a touchdown, and then Massillon able to drive down and score. Greenwood on first down. Takes the snap, wants to throw. Throws the slant, and deflected, incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Good man-to-man coverage on the far side of the field by Deontay Malone. And the pass nearly intercepted by Feaster on the carom. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, fake the handoff, run up the middle by the quarterback. He spins, and he's going backwards now, and he gets out to the 24 for a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7. And you've been keeping your eye on Brayton Feaster lately.
Yeah, two of 3 tackles in the last possession. Right there, he does his job, comes up, fills, sends it back to his friends. As the game goes on, you can see that he's finding keys in this Glenville offense.
3rd down and 7 for the Tarblooders. They trail it 24-12 here in the middle of the third quarter. 2 to the left, 1 to the near side, wing to the left. Greenwood calling the play, back to throw. Goes deep far side, almost intercepted. It's caught, but it's out of bounds. It went right through the hands of a Massillon defender and was caught by Gary Pritchett, but he came down on the white. And so the Tarblooders are going to go 3 and out, it appears, on their first full possession of this second half. It'll be 4th down and 7 on their own 24, and they'll have to turn it back over to this Tiger offense. Malone will be back on his 36-yard line. Lemon averaging about 45 a punt. They come up the middle, and another excellent kick. Fair catch by Malone on the 39-yard line. 37 on the punt, no return, and now a Massillon player is down. That's Christian Culler down on the near side of the field. So Culler, who has 1 carry tonight, dealing with a cramp. 6:48 left in the third. Tigers up 24-12. Lake now on the Sardis scoreboard, leading North Ridgeville 20-7. Tied to George with another touchdown. This one a 9-yard run. Hoover leading Bookville 32-8. Harry up on Central 42-7. Northwest up on Alliance 16-0. Dover 22, Glen Oak 14. All those games late third period or early fourth. Tigers from their 39, 1st and 10. Haynes calling the play at the line of scrimmage. One behind him in the backfield. Hands it to him. Owens running left, looking for the cutback, and only a short gain there to the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. Doesn't seem like much, but it's 4 yards on the play. And again, not running into any defense until several yards downfield.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Coach Moore is keeping it very vanilla. He's just taking both of his backs and running with them. Very simple concepts, but at 4 or 5 yards a punch, there's no reason to change that up.
2nd down and 6. Owens to the left. His quarterback gets it again right up the middle and pushes his way forward for a yard or two. They'll give him the 44, so that is a 1-yard pickup for Xavier Owens. So 3rd and 5 here for the Tigers from their 44. And another chance for the Glenville defense to get off the field. Don't have any numbers on 3rd down conversions for the Tigers, but they have picked up 3rd downs of all lengths here so far this evening. Malone in the slot out to the right. Jackson wide out that way. Tight end near side left, wing to the right. Haynes calling the play with Owens to his right and a timeout. So the Tigers call time with 5:23 to go in the 3rd. They lead 24-12. You're listening to High School Football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Looking for a pharmacy that puts you first? Choose Medicab Pharmacy in Massillon, your locally owned neighborhood pharmacy. Proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Experienced, friendly same-day service, convenient delivery, and an easy-to-use drive-through window. At Medicab Pharmacy, you're more than a customer, you're a neighbor. Stop by today or transfer your prescriptions and discover the hometown difference at Medicab Pharmacy in Massillon.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Third and 5, back to throw. Haynes being chased, hit, and he goes down on the 31-yard line. Sacked by Dantes Shepard. So that'll back him way up and make it 4th down and 18. And we'll see the Tiger punt team for the 2nd time this evening. The last time Haynes punted, he dropped it inside the 5-yard line. He probably won't be able to do that this time. Punting from his own 20, gets the ball away. Nice high kick, though. And the players looking at each other, who's going to catch it, and one of them does. Jaquan Gibson with a circus catch after he and Edwards were just looking at each other, expecting the other to catch the ball. It's caught on the 30, and that's where the tackle is made. 1st and 10 for Glenville with 4:43 left in the 3rd. Tigers up 24-12. That was disaster written all over it.
It just feels like that stage of the game where if you're Glenville offensively, you have to get something going. Too many 3-and-outs. Their defense has played pretty well, but they're giving up some big plays because they've been on the field the whole night.
Total yards now 320 to 58 in favor of the Tigers. And the time of possession, as it was at halftime, right around 2-1. John Morris, the running back, to the right of his quarterback. Now he goes in motion, and you got people moving all over the place, both sides. And it's going to be an offsides against the Tigers. Not something you see very often when the other team's wide receiver is 20 yards downfield, but they did call offside against Massillon, causing the offensive line to move, I suppose. Tigers had 4 penalties in the first half for 55. And on 1st and 5, quick throw far side, man wide open, 45, 50, and into Tiger territory on the 46-yard line. That is Amir Lemons, who makes the catch and picks up the Glenville first down. That is a gain of 19 yards on 1st and 5. So Glenville over the 50 for the first time in a long time. Greenwood now switches his back to the right side. That's Morris. Trips near side as receivers. Roll to the near side. Greenwood running. Throws downfield and throws it away. His receivers were both well covered. You have 2 receivers and about 4 or 5 DBs in the area. So the Tigers were ready for that one. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they're leaking out a lot of quick bubble screens, things of that nature, trying to get the ball into the hands of these playmakers they have on the outside. But if Massillon takes it away, Greenwood is left scrambling.
Again, trips near side, one out to the left. And Morris to the right of the quarterback on 2nd and 10. Take the handoff, run up the middle to the 40 and down at around the 36, close to a first down. They're going to spot him just short. It'll be 3rd and 1. Maxheimer on the tackle for the Tigers as we move under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. Massillon on top, 24-12. And the ball's on the ground. Morris falls on it. I might have gained a foot or 2 on the play, but I think it's short of the first down. 4th and less than a yard, but Glenville certainly going to go for it here. It's just a mix-up on the handoff, which we've seen a few times tonight, including on a 2-point conversion for Glenville. 4th and less than a yard. It's a run by the quarterback trying to get outside, and he can't do it. Flag down. Flag down as the Tigers might have grabbed the face mask of the quarterback. The ball came out as well, but we'll check the flag.
Yeah, I think they're going to get bailed out with a horse collar-like tackle there. But great pursuit, great play. What's tricky to me is we line up in the shotgun on 4th and 1. After 1st and goal from the 1, we bring in our 5'9", 200-pound running back and easily get 1 yard. Curious call.
Also look like it is a face mask against the Tigers, and it'll be a first down for Glenville. Also thought there if Greenwood maybe just run straight up the field, he might be able to get that, but he wasn't able to outrun the defense to the outside. But as you say, bailed out by the penalty, so Glenville has it on the 32. Our other touchdown drive was aided by a couple of Massillon penalties, one on the kickoff return and another later in the possession. 1st and 10 on the 32. Greenwood back, rushed. Hit, gets away again, coming near side 30, 25, 20, down to the 17-yard line. Tackled from behind by Breidenfeaster. Great individual play by Greenwood. And maybe opening up the field a little bit now is helping the Tarbletters as they have another first down here on the Tigers 16. They trail by 12 with 2:23 to go in the 3rd quarter. Jalen Edwards is going to come in as the running back. Shepard near side right, trips out to the left. Greenwood back to throw. Under pressure and sacked back on the 26-yard line. Looked like he wanted to stay in there and deliver, but he just stayed a little too long.
Yeah, very little time. I mean, there is pressure right now on the interior of this defensive line frequently. all night long. They have to short that out.
So they had it on the 16 with a 1st and 10. Now it's on the 25 with a 2nd and 19. Down to a minute and a half left in the third as Jamal Goodson comes in off the Glenville bench. He'll line up to the left side of his quarterback. And Greenwood takes the snap. Half roll left, throws far side, and throws it nearly up into the stands. He had an open receiver over there, but he just skied that ball, hitting the wall on the fly behind the bench. I don't know if he didn't see him over there or what the problem might have been.
I think he's getting a little bit of happy feet, right? Pressure in his face all night long. He feels it coming again, and he sails that one.
3rd down and 19 here for the Tarbletters on the 25. Two receivers each way. Greenwood back. Going to loft it down the near side to the end zone and too far. Incomplete, out of bounds. He never gave his receiver, Deontay Shepard, a chance as that ball sailed and landed 3 or 4 yards out of bounds beyond the goal line. And it's now 4th and 19. I wouldn't trust that they would have a kicker that can reach this. Not going to punt from here, so 4th and 19. The Tarbletters will go for it with trips to the left and one to the near side. One back, probably in there for blocking. Greenwood back, steps up, rolls left. Now he's going to run, and he's never going to get there. He's out of bounds inside the 15 and about the 13-yard line. And that's a nice run by the Tarbletter quarterback, but it's far short of the 1st down. He needed to get to the 6, and he's out of bounds on the 13. So it'll be 1st and 10 Tigers on their 13-yard line. So a nice drive there by Glenville, but unable to come up with any points. Now with 1:07 left in the third.
Yeah, against this defense, getting behind the sticks and having 2nd and 3rd and then 4th and long is a very tall task. And as a defensive coordinator for Massillon, you're happy to let him have a 13, 14-yard gain there. Sit back in his shell. Go ahead, have your 14 yards, and we'll take the ball.
And that's what Massillon will do here on their 13-yard line. One back, 3 receivers, wing right. 1st down, Owens runs left, tries to get to the outside. He's going to be hit and dropped. Good pursuit by the Tarbletters, and Devon McDougall, who we've seen on the offensive side, came up there and made a sure tackle, not letting Owens get to the outside. They'll spot him right in the 13, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Van Hawkins was in as a receiver on that play. He'll come to the sideline now. 2nd and 10 Tigers. Same formation, just on the opposite hash mark, closer to the near side of the field. And it's a handoff. Owens hit in the backfield, pulls away, and gets out close to the 20. Spot him just short of the 20-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and a long 3. And we'll see if there's another play here in the third. Team's headed to the sidelines. So we have reached the end of the third quarter with our score, Massillon 24, Glenville 12. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after a timeout. You're listening to high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Throwing it down to London Bridges, down to the 10-yard line, on the north end of the field. Let's go. It is time for a 40-yard dash. We want to see who's the fastest.
Don't fumble your next car purchase. Head to Buck Chevrolet in Canal Fulton. Their friendly team will coach you through every step, whether you're shopping for a new Chevrolet, a quality pre-owned vehicle, or coming in for service. At Buck Chevrolet in Canal Fulton, every customer is treated like the MVP. Visit Buck Chevy in Canal Fulton. Call 330-854-2216 or start your drive today at buckchevy.com.
Say, a lot like a track person.
Looking for a grooming salon that puts your pet's safety first? Suddy Buddies Grooming is a co-op pet grooming salon in Massillon, located behind Margarita's Mexican Grill. We provide compassionate grooming for dogs, cats, and some exotic pets. The services include full-service grooming, bathing, nail trimming, and breed-specific styling. Book your appointment today at suddybuddies.co. Suddy Buddies Grooming, where happy pets come first. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram for their monthly breed discounts.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
This is our house move.
Never miss a single moment of the action. Search for Q92 Radio on YouTube right now and hit that subscribe button. When you turn on alerts, you'll know the exact second we go live. It's your destination to listen to all of our high school and Mount Union sports broadcasts. Plus, you can watch The Sam Berkwin Show live weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. and catch exclusive interviews with local athletes, coaches, and insiders. Subscribe to Q92 Radio on YouTube today.
The sports stories you want to talk about, the guests you want to hear from. Get it all on The Sam Berkwin Show. Join the voice of Stark County sports weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN for your ultimate local sports fix. You can also watch the show live daily on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Don't miss The Sam Berkwin Show weekdays at 3 on AM 1310 WDPN.
Blood with a 1st and 15 on their 42. After the Tiger punt. Glenville on their 42. 1 first down on this possession. Back to throw Greenwood. Rolling right. Still looking. Throws up the sideline and incomplete. Couldn't tell if he was trying to get it downfield to a receiver or just throwing it away. In any case, it is 2nd and 15. Final starting to come in at the start of the scoreboard. Louisville leading New Phillips 20-10. About 3 minutes to go. Lake has beaten Northville 20-14. Here it's 24-12 in favor of the Tigers. Quick throw to the side and a tackle for loss. Chase White came up and made the stop on Jalen Edwards just as he took the ball. And it'll be 3rd down and very long.
I mean, what we've heard out of the scrimmages about this defense, yeah, it shows. They swarm to the ball. They have talent everywhere. They're fast. They're aggressive. It's impressive.
And as has been the case under Nate Moore, they play with a little bit of a mean streak as well. 3 down linemen, and now a timeout. The Tigers take time with 9:38 to go. They lead at 24-12. You're listening to high school football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Sports Network. Oh, I need more ready. It might never end. Good on you. Wow. Everybody got it. 3rd and 20 for Glenville from their own 37. Trips bunch to the right. And pressure on Greenwood. He eludes one, he eludes another. Still on his feet, but he's going to go down. Back on the 37-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Greenwood now is the one down suffering from cramps.
I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. You're messing with
So Greenwood's still down. It'll be 4th down and a long way, 4th and 20 for Glenville. And we have 9:23 to go in the 4th quarter. Greenwood now up on his feet. I think they were working on both legs. He's hopping off the field now with not putting any pressure on the right leg. Don't know who their backup is. But it is punting situation here for Glenville. Amir Lemons, the punter, who's been probably the most consistently good player on the field tonight for Glenville. He has killed the ball several times tonight. Gets another one away. Nice. High spiral, sending Malone back. He missed the ball, and Glenville is all around it. And the Tarblooders recover on the 18-yard line. Malone just couldn't pull it in. And he had Glenville players all around him, and the Tarblooders recover on the 18. So trailing 24-12 with 9 minutes to go. Glenville will have it 1st and 10. Just when you think they're out of it.
We're going to find out real quick if it was cramps or not with Greenwood. He's going to be right back out here with a short field. This is all you can ask for. Again, in a game this lopsided, you're not out of this with just under 9 minutes left.
Looks like Elvis Katsakis is in at quarterback, and just like that, they're going to call a timeout. Took him a while to get out on the field, didn't have much on the play clock. And Elvis Katsakis, 5'9", 165 junior, is thrown into the fire with his team down 12 points at 8:43 to go with a 1st and 10 on the Massillon 18-yard line. Post-game show coming up after this one. We'll have a player of the game and a recap and a look at the Sarda scoreboard at the end of this one, which is 8:43 of football time away from now. 1st and 10. They come out with the inverted wishbone. A back on either side of the quarterback who misses the snap, and now he's going to try to run out to the right, and he goes down on his own at the 25. So he mishandles the snap, and they'll lose 7 yards on 1st down. They had a back on either side of the quarterback and one behind him. But step one was not followed.
Yeah, they're flustered offensively right now. Currently operating with a backup quarterback, certainly that doesn't help, but you can't get out off of a turnover and you burn a timeout going into 1st down with a short field in a game you trail by 2 scores. They're really struggling right now.
And another bad snap. It gets by the quarterback all the way out to the 40, and he's going to go down there. I don't know if the first snap was bad. That one was. It missed the entire frame of the quarterback. And so they went from 1st and 10 on the 18 to 3rd and 32 on the Tiger 40-yard line. 7:35 to go in the 4th quarter. For the Tarblooders trailing 24-12. This time they have the quarterback under center. Katsakis steps back, throws the bubble screen near side. It is caught. Lemons in the middle of the field, spinning, still on his feet, coming near side. 30, 25, still going to the 20, and down to the 17-yard line. So he basically got back all that they lost on the previous 2 plays, and all of it was individual effort, and now we have a flag after the play. And this could be against the Tigers. Lemons lost his helmet on the play, so he'll have to leave. And if that's a personal foul against the Tigers, and now we have another flag on something somebody said from the bench, either Nate Moore or another man who was out there in a white shirt. So instead of 4th and about 9, we have a huge play by Amir Lemons. He's headed to Penn State next year. Could see why. And then 2 flags after the play. At least one of them is against the Tigers for sure. We'll see about the first one. The second one was for something somebody said.
There are fouls by both teams. Dead ball, personal foul, offense. Dead ball, personal foul, defense. Those dead ball fouls offset. Dead ball, sideline warning, Massillon. Result of the play, 4th down.
So the sideline warning had to be for the coach on the field or the second coach on the field? I'm not sure. That's a little bizarre to call a sideline warning during a dead ball situation. So now it'll be 4th and 10 for Glenville. Clock running, 6:40 to go in the 4th. Tarblooders down 24-12. They need 10 yards for a first down. They're on the Tiger 18. Trips right, one to the near side. Timeout. 6:28 to go. Massillon up by 12. We'll take a break. You're listening to High School Football, presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 Radio Sports Network. Oh my gosh. 2 hours and 37 minutes. Still got 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Just like the NFL, it's not very much different. High school football games are 2 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, 12-minute quarters. We're going to play a 3-hour game.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy.
Tired of rising gas prices and the cost of vehicle maintenance? Let SARTA do the driving for you.
So the Tigers took time out there. Both teams have one left. And again, Glenville with a 4th and 10 with their backup quarterback at the Tiger 18. And back to throw. Matsakis being rushed, rolling. He's going to run. 20, 15, 10, 5. Dives. Did he get in? Touchdown. 18 yards. Elvis Kutsakis. And the Tarblooders are within 6 with 6:18 to go. Now it's a Tiger player cramping down at the goal line. That's Chase White, I believe. Remember, it was 3rd and 32 for Glenville. They got the pass and run by Lemons, and then the blitz came up the middle, and he was able to just sprint out around it, and there was nobody in his way till he got inside the 5. And a great dive, another great individual play by a Glenville player tonight.
What a heck of an effort. I mean, he didn't take a whole lot. It was not a designed run, but he did not take a whole lot of time to see he could get the edge and take off. Very, very impressive. And then the extra effort to lay out and get it across the goal line. When in this kind of game, every second counts. So they're staying in it.
Trainers also looking at Isaac Maxheimer, Massillon linebacker, who's coming off the field to the near side. He looks pretty wobbly. In fact, they're having to hold his head up as he walks to the near side. And they're also tending to a Massillon player with a cramp down at the goal line. We still have 6:18 to go in this game. And Glenville just doing enough to hang around in this one. They're going to try a 2-point conversion here. Maxheimer, Kutsakis is still in there at quarterback. LaMarcus Greenwood went out with cramps on the previous possession. And the Massillon player is still down on the goal line. And as far as I can tell, it is a cramp. It's nothing like a knee injury or anything like that. Chase White coming off. Not able to put much pressure on either leg. Now it's not just, cramps delaying the game. It's also some pretty important players now unable to participate because of this. And now it'll be a 2-point conversion attempt for Glenville to try to make it a 4-point game. With still half the fourth quarter to play. Kutsakis alone in the backfield. 3 bunch to the right, wing each way, 1 to the left. He'll roll right, stops, in trouble, down. That play did not have a chance. Flags come in now after the play. I think that one's going to be against the Tarblooders. And that's the case. He pointed that way twice. I don't know if that means 2 penalties or it'll be on the kickoff. Tarblooders score to make it 24-18 with 6:18 to go. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to High School Football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92.
Shopping or a doctor's appointment, SARTA offers safe, reliable, and affordable transportation throughout Stark County. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride while we handle the road. Plus, with convenient routes and easy trip planning, getting where you need to go has never been easier. Ride smart, ride SARTA. Visit sartaonline.com and get moving today.
And that's the end of the first half. The score, your financial stress 50, your wallet 0, and your checking account requesting some second half adjustments.
Great teams make adjustments and come back stronger. If you're in need of a new financial partner, it's time to make a change too. At CSE Federal Credit Union, we're here to help you win with your finances. Whether you're working on paying down debt, building savings, or planning for what's ahead, our team's ready to help you make your next play. Kick off your financial future at CSE Federal Credit Union and work with a team that delivers banking that means more.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
This is like it's a 3.5-minute commercial break. 24-18 for Massillon. 6:18 to go. And the Tarblooders will have to kick off from their 25 after the personal foul penalty on the failed 2-point conversion. Amir Lemons is getting ready to kick off, though he's cramping as he's walking back to his spot to kick off. Line drive kick, middle of the field, taken on the 23. Malone, who just fumbled the punt, gets up the middle, now gets to the outside, and he's out close to midfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. At about the 49, 50-yard line, they'll put him right on the 50. So 1st and 10 Tigers, great field position. As they have dominated this game, but have not been able to land the knockout punch against Glenville and find themselves up only 1 score. Glenville has not converted an extra point tonight. 1 missed kick and 2 failed 2-point conversions. Glenville has shown a little bit of an ability to stop this Massillon offense here in the second half.
Especially when they get a break and they're coming off a little bit of a breather, time off the field. As a defense right now, you couldn't be more motivated, right? In what feels like a lopsided game, it is a 6-point game with 6 minutes left.
1st and 10, wing left, tight end left, handoff. Owens up the middle, and he gets a yard. Glenville strong up the middle on that play. Regis Perry, a sophomore, one of those in on the play for the Tarblooders, along with Alexander Smith. Clock ticking. 5:50 to go. Rasmus Haynes came all the way to the sideline to get the play. Comes back to the huddle, and they break it with 10 on the play clock. Jackson coming to the near side. Only wide out. Double wing left, tight end left. Play action. Haynes throws in the flat near side, incomplete through the hands of George Rivera. And the hit put on by Cordell Scott for Glenville. And it'll be 3rd down and 9. Even if that pass was completed, it wasn't going anywhere.
Well, I'm curious, too, you have an opportunity to take another 40 seconds off the clock if you keep it on the ground there. You've been very conservative offensively for the majority of the night. A little bit of a surprising play call. It'll be interesting to see what they do on 3rd and long.
Glenville still getting players on and off. I don't know how many they have out there, but we'll find out. 3rd down, handoff to Owens, running left. He's close to a 1st down. Let's see where they spot him. He needed to get right to the 40, or within an inch or two of the 40. And let's see where they put the ball down. It's going to touch the 40-yard line, and it will be a 1st down. Officials in the last 2 or 3 years have started putting the ball down on lines rather than an open space between. Really didn't get a good look as to where the tackle was made, but the spot will give the Tigers a 1st and 10 on the Glenville 40. Clock running down to 4:45 now. 2 on the play clock. Just get it snapped. Owens running left, lots of room. 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers. Xavier Owens with the touchdown. Herrera ready for the extra point.
Just backbreaking as a defense. To hold them to 3rd and long there, you give up the 1st down, and then they break a 40-yard touchdown. That hurts.
30-18, pending the extra point. Good snap, hold, and kick. Timeout on the field. 4:31 to go. Massillon 31, Glenville 18. You're listening to High School Football, presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Radio Sports Network.
Looking for a grooming salon that puts your pet's safety first? Suddy Buddies Grooming is a co-op pet grooming salon in Massillon, located behind Margarita's Mexican Grill. We provide compassionate grooming for dogs, cats, and some exotic pets. The services include full-service grooming, bathing, nail trimming, and breed-specific styling. Book your appointment today at suddybuddies.co. Suddy Buddies Grooming, where happy pets come first. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram for their monthly breed discounts.
Hi, I'm Rodney Newchwonder with Home Appliance Company in Massillon, Ohio. For 3 generations, our family has had the privilege of serving families throughout our community. And because of your support, we're honored to be voted among the top 3 in the 2026 Community Choice Awards. That recognition means the world to us because it comes from our neighbors. If you're shopping for a new appliance, replacing one that's worn out, or simply looking for honest advice, we'd love to help. Stop by Home Appliance Company in Massillon, Ohio, and see why local families have trusted us for generations.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Come down at around the 9-yard line, up the near side of the 15 to the 20, trying to cross the field. 20-20.
5-yard penalty, 4th down. By rule of the clock, we'll start the snap.
So the Tigers take a delay of game penalty. So it'll be 4th down at the Glenville 45-yard line. 4th down and 22 with 1:44 to go. They lead 31-18, and they'll punt it away here. Glenville with only one timeout left. So the Tigers unable to do anything offensively, but they took lots of time off the clock. Here's the punt. Line drive to the near side. It's going to be fielded at the 15 to the 20. And down on the 23-yard line goes Jalen Edwards for Glenville with 1:35 to go. 31-18 Tigers. Massillon has Glen Oak next week on the road. Glenville will take on Olentangy Liberty next week. Haven't lost a conference game, a Senate League game in, what's it been, 170-some games?
175 games. I don't think I had children the last time they lost a conference game. I have 2 of them now.
Yeah, so they get what they get because the Senate League is so weak by playing all the tough teams from around the state. And they'll do that again next week. Here's Kutsakis being chased and sacked back on the 10-yard line. And Bryden Feaster steps over him as he heads back to the defensive side of the ball with 1:15 to go in the game. And it'll be 2nd down and 20. I believe it's 2nd and 20. They're on the 13, and they need to get to the 33. So my math skills have not deteriorated with my intense fatigue. Maybe that was the trick all along. Needed to be more tired. Here's a run up the middle. Big hole. 20, 25. And it's John Morris out to the 28-yard line. He's going to be about 5 yards short of the 1st down. And Glenville maybe with one more play, depending on what that play happens to be. They're on the 28, 3rd and 5. 25 seconds on the game clock. And actually more than that on the play clock. So they'll line it up on 3rd and 5. Kutsakis throws over the middle. It's caught. And it will be a 1st down across the 35 to the 38-yard line for Deontay Shepard with 10 seconds to go. That'll be the 12th 1st down of the night for Glenville. Massillon with 17. But the Tigers nearly tripling the Glenville offensive output tonight, yardage-wise, and the clock now running, and that will do it as the clock runs out. And we are all done here for Massillon. The final score, the Tigers 31 and Glenville 18. We'll come back with a wrap-up and a player of the game after a timeout. You're listening to High School Football presented by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Radio Sports Network.
Don't fumble your next car purchase. Head to Buck Chevrolet in Canal Fulton. Their friendly team will coach you through every step, whether you're shopping for a new Chevrolet, a quality pre-owned vehicle, or coming in for service. At Buck Chevrolet in Canal Fulton, every customer is treated like the MVP. Visit Buck Chevy in Canal Fulton. Call 330-854-2216 or start your drive today at buckchevy.com.
Looking for a pharmacy that puts you first? Choose Medicab Pharmacy in Massillon, your locally owned neighborhood pharmacy. Proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Experienced, friendly same-day service, convenient delivery, and an easy-to-use drive-through window. At Medicab Pharmacy, you're more than a customer, you're a neighbor. Stop by today or transfer your prescriptions and discover the hometown difference at Medicab Pharmacy in Massillon.
September 19th and special 50th anniversary events this fall. Visit CantonChristianHome.org for more details. For 50 years, Canton Christian Home has empowered seniors to live life fully through compassionate housing, assisted living, and skilled nursing care. Join us for our upcoming Swiss steak dinner September 19th and special 50th anniversary events this fall. Visit CantonChristianHome.org for more details. Every donation supports quality care and residents facing financial hardship. To learn more, schedule a tour, or support our mission, call Lauren Cook at 330-430-5145.
All right, we're back here final time at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. Clint Scroggs and Mike Kelley, and Massillon wins it tonight 31-18. A dominant performance by the Tigers on the score sheet or on the stat sheet, but a closer game than that on the scoreboard, as the Tigers did just enough to win. Glenville did just enough to stay close, and our home appliance player of the game. Not easy tonight. There were some standouts for the Tigers, but you singled out someone who had a good night in his first start.
Yeah, a lot of great performances for Massillon tonight, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to give it to Rasmus Haynes. Very efficient, took care of the football, no turnovers, 2 touchdown passes, and in addition to that, some absolutely key punts, a few to the corner and a few long ones. So absolutely great performance in his first start here at Massillon.
Rasmus Haynes, your player of the game, brought to you by the Home Appliance Company. And that will do it from here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. Again, the Tigers beat Glenville 31-18. Thanks to Jake back at the studios. And thanks to Mike Kelley. I'm Clint Scroggs. We'll talk to you next week on the Q92 Radio Sports Network.